All right. So I am in the final stages of my preparation for my Appalachian Trail through hike, which is going to begin on March 4th from Springer Mountain, Georgia. I spent the last year and a half or so getting this gear together, going through hundreds of reviews online, through YouTube. Gosh, trying out dozens of things that did or didn't work. And ultimately ending up with this. My philosophy going into it was, for me, it's all about weight. I hiked the Camino de Santiago back in 2013, and that was my first long hike. And while it's different than the AT, it's still 500 miles, and you have a pack on your back. And the first thing I noticed was weight is everything. It really can make you miserable. I think a lot of people quit that because of the weight on their pack that they were unwilling to let go of. And so my goal for this is not to let weight be a barrier. So I spent a lot of time looking at the weight and trying to get it down. My goal was under 15 pounds. This is currently a base weight of 13.6 pounds. So I've done okay. I'd love to get it down even more, but actually for a winter setup, I'm pretty comfortable with this. I think it'll be easier if I kind of break it up into sections. So I am going to stop here and kind of get just my big three together. I'll be back with that section in just a minute. All right, so this is the big three, which is the backpack, the sleep system, and the tent. I decided to go with the Z-Packs Arc Blast 52 liter as my backpack. I also bought their dry liner bag to go inside. You can obviously just use a trash compactor bag, but I decided to save a little bit of weight and pay the money to get their bag. I love this bag. This is the third one that I've owned. And they just get better and better. It's a super lightweight bag of Cuban fiber with a carbon fiber frame. And most packs that you find in this weight range, which is gosh, it's about 1.25 to 1.5 pounds, something like that, that you find in that weight range, don't have a suspension or framing system. So I think they have an amazing product here. I love it. It's always on everyone's kind of top two, three list. In the reviews. I've never heard really a negative comment about it. So, so that's what I'm going with there. To the right of that is my sleeping bag. That is currently in a dry bag from Z-Packs that also turns into a pillow, but I'm not taking the dry bag. I'm actually just going to take the sleeping bag out to save the 2 ounces and put it in my backpack at the bottom of my backpack because I have a dry liner inside the backpack. There's no reason to carry this extra stuff sack, and it saves me those 2 ounces. The quilt inside, it's not a quilt, it's a sleeping bag, is Western Mountaineering. It's the Alpine Light 20-degree bag. It comes in at 2.1 pounds, which is a little heavy for a lightweight setup, but I love it. I probably could have saved maybe 5 ounces if I had gone with a quilt without the head, but in the wintertime, I feel you need a more traditional sleeping bag. Just my personal preference. In the summertime, I'm all out quilt. But for winter, I like that kind of having that top. To the right of that is my tent, which is the Hexamid duplex tent from Z-Packs. You see a theme going on here. Love this tent. I've used it 3 times. I just got it about a month and a half ago. I used it in 50-degree weather, sub 20-degree weather, and pouring down rain. And it actually performed wonderfully in all of those situations. And every review I've seen online, all my thru hiker videos, the people that I've watched do their thru hikes that have used it, all say it's one of their favorite pieces, if not their favorite piece of gear. So I'm excited to have that and use that. And I did get the ground sheet too below that there. That's 3.5 ounces, a little bit of a weight penalty. You don't need the ground sheet with the duplex Hexamid, but I'm taking it because just to have for shelter stays or if, there's nothing worse than packing up a muddy tent. And so this will help clean up some of that, keep some of the mud off of the base of the tent, even though I don't technically need it. So in the middle there is my pad. So I have a pillow. I'm actually taking the X-Ped large pillow, which is 3.5 ounces, which is pretty. There was a lot of debating that's gone on with that, but sleep really means a lot to me, and I really like this pillow, so it's going with me. The mattress there is the Thermarest X-Lite, and it's the kind of one everybody's using right now. I don't know what it is. I think it's like mine is the long, so I think it's probably 16 or 17 ounces. Great. It's a little crinkly, but I plan on spending most of my nights in the tent, not the shelter, so I don't think I'll bother too many people. And then on top of that, right there is the stuff sack, which is a little heavy. It's Thermarest's stuff sack. It's 1.5 ounces, but it actually serves as a pump to blow up the mattress. You kind of hook a piece of it and you get this big bag, it billows, and you push the air through it, and it works really well. And I've actually blown up that Thermarest with my mouth to it, and it takes about 36, 37 tries or blows to get it up, and with this Thermarest thing, it just does it for you. It's really nice. So I'm going to take the weight penalty on that to take that little stuff sack. So I'll be back with my next set. All right, so we're at my kitchen, which includes the water filtration system and my cooking system. So I'm using the Sawyer Squeeze, the regular size, not the mini. I'm carrying a 1 liter smart water bottle and a 20-ounce smart liter bottle with the special cap that you can actually back flush the Sawyer system with. I'm also carrying I guess this is a 2-liter bag. And I've set something up here that's a little bit interesting. I got this idea from a guy named Tom Willard, who's also attempting a thru hike this year. This piece right here that is screwed onto this smart water bottle is called a cyclone tube, and it's basically just a kid's toy to teach them about science and cyclones. But you can actually hack it and turn the whole Sawyer Squeeze system into a gravity-fed water filtration system. So, in essence, what's great, you just connect the Sawyer Squeeze to this. I'm trying to do this with one hand, and then I put 2 holes in this bag and some shot cord that I can kind of hang around a tree. And then you fill this with water and screw it here and let it hang. And it will filter the water for you. I love that system, particularly because a lot of people have said in their watching their videos that filtering water is just a chore that they hate to do after a while. So thank you so much, Tom Willard, for that idea. And I got that on Amazon for $4.50. You do have to shave it down a little bit for it to fit the Sawyer side, but so worth the effort. All right, so the bag in the back is the Z-Pac's food bag or bear bag. Pretty standard. In front of that is the cozy or koozie, depending on how you say it. It is made by a company named Hammock Outdoor Gear. And I got it on Amazon. I think it was about $9.50 or something like that. Love it. You can make them, but I think this is something that you'd want to get if you're going to do the freezer bag system. Freezer bag system is you put your food in freezer bags, and then you just pour hot water. So you're not having to clean your pot every night. You just kind of use the Ziploc bag and then either wash those out or just dispose of them when you get to town. So that's the system I'm going to be using. I'm using the MSR titanium, cook pots. I guess it's 600 ounces, and I am going to take the little coffee cup underneath it too, because I like my coffee in the morning. I got rid of the top though; it was half an ounce, and just made a little hack there with my some, what do you call that, tin foil, and then that little Cuban fiber stuff sack, a little pack towel to wrap my lighter, add my stove in so that they don't clink around. And this stove is like, I'm so excited about this stove. I just got it about a month ago. Joe Brewer, I have him to thank for this. He did a review on this little stove, which weighs an ounce. I couldn't believe it because I had a pocket rocket or one of those kind of style things. I thought I had one of the lightest ones at 3 ounces, and this comes in at an ounce, and it cooks just as fast or almost as fast as any of the other ones. So thanks, Joe Brewer, for that, and I have him to thank for my titanium Optimus long-handled smooth spoon, which I really enjoy too. And then I'm also taking a little little gift from some friends at work. Little knife and has a scissors and a toothpick in it. So that's my cook and water system. Be back with the next set. So this is my smaller gear and some of the my sleep gear. Before I start, though, I wanted to just talk about the stove. I wanted to give you the name of that. I think I forgot to in the last section. It's called a BRS Ultralight Camp Stove. I got it on Amazon for $16.99. I'm taking a Z-seat, the Thermarest, not Z-seat, well, maybe it is called a Z-seat, Thermarest seat there. It's everybody that talks about it says they wouldn't go on another thru hike without it. Just kind of put it down before you sit on a rock or that sort of thing. Put it outside your tent, put your bag on, that sort of thing. So for 2 ounces, I'll take it. Next to that, I have a ShamWow that I cut down. I'll just keep that in my tent for condensation. Next to that, I have a Arc'teryx 850 fill down puffy jacket. I love it. I think everybody pretty much loves these lightweight puffy jackets these days, and I think pretty much everybody makes makes a good one. I know Patagonia makes one. The Ghost Whisperer. I think they're all pretty much the same. Got to have one of those. As far as the sleep system goes, at night I will have the Z-Packs fleece beanie, the Icebreaker long thermals. They're 150 weight, a Rab top. It's a base layer by Rab. I would have gone with an Icebreaker. I really like Icebreaker and merino wool, but I had this, and for sleeping, it's fine. My bathroom setup, the Nalgene there, the wide-mouthed Nalgene on the left there is for those nighttime emergencies in the middle of the winter when I don't want to get out of my tent. Next to that, I have a trowel, which is 0.6 ounces. It's from tentlab.com. Some Dr. Bronner's hand sanitizer, which is, I dumped out half of it to bring down the weight, and some toilet paper. My sleep socks are the Smart Wool there. I'm actually getting rid of them. They weigh 3.2 ounces, and I found that the down socks from Goose Feet Gear weigh the same, and everybody talks about those, that they're really, really warm. So for the winter months rather, I will be switching out these Smart Wool socks and going with the Goose Feet Gear. They're on their way. Next to that, just an extra pair of hiking socks. Darn Tough. I mean, there's no reason to go with any other sock other than Darn Tough. I've actually taken them up on their offer. I've gotten a hole in one pair of socks, a small hole, sent it back, no questions asked. They just sent me a new pair. I think Darn Tough are really the best socks on the market, and I love the way they feel. So, little hat there, Arc'teryx, just kind of a golf hat or a bicycle hat, actually, lightweight. For the outside of my pack, some friends gave me just a handkerchief there, or a bandana with the constellations on it in case I get lost, I guess. Very happy to have that. Going to be taking that and keeping on the outside of my pack. My buff, I will be taking buff. I love a buff. I love it actually for my neck, particularly at night. And it's great in the daytime to block the sun from my head, that sort of stuff. So I'll be taking that. My Chroma Pop Smith sunglasses. I've had these glasses for 3 years. Love them. I love the Chroma Pop technology. I don't know what it does, but it just brightens everything, and I really like that. These bags here, these are just two thick trash compactor bags that I cut down to fit my feet. So if I'm in a lot of rain and my feet are getting wet, or I think they're going to get wet, I can put these in between my liner socks and my Darn Toughs, and I think it will get rid of a lot of the water and moisture in my shoes. I will say that I bought a pair of the Gore-Tex, or what are they? They're not Nalgene, they're neoprene socks. And I was going to take them for those wet conditions, but they weighed 6 ounces, and I just thought that was too much. So I'm going to go with these, see if they work out. I have a Ziploc sturdy bag that I can put my shoes in at night if I have to sleep with them. If I run into freezing conditions, which I probably will because I'm starting so early in March, I can put my shoes in there and then into my sleeping bag to keep them warm so they're not frozen in the morning. Excuse me. All right, so just some of my toiletries. You can see them in the back. I love these little containers here. It's just kind of foot cream and some Vaseline, that sort of stuff. Lip balm, some sunscreen, and a little bit of Dr. Bronner's camp soap. Then my medicine cabinet here. Joe Brewer gave me this idea too, just putting them in little bags and putting a little piece of paper in there to say what they are, just cuts down some grams. So I'm happy to do that. I actually have here, this is some guideline for my tent, some extra that I had. I put a couple little locks on those things so that I can make a makeshift clothesline to dry my clothes between two branches or in my tent at night if I need to dry some stuff. You know, the typical stuff here, I probably have too much. Gorilla Tape, super glue, Aquamarina tablets for those situations where I'm really thinking I have some dodgy water. Cut off toothbrush, half a toothpaste bottle, that sort of thing. For my electronics, this weighs a lot, unfortunately, but I really think I need it, particularly because I'm going to be filming my through hike. So I have the chargers. This is my watch charger. I have a Phoenix 3 watch, which I absolutely love. I could do a review just on this. Spectacular. So unnecessary, but I love it because it has the compass, it has temperature, barometer, altimeter, it has a GPS. It's spectacular. I love this watch, and I haven't worn a watch in about 10 years. But I got this because I got it free from buying so much stuff from Moose Jaw that I had so many rewards. I got it for free, and I really love it. The only thing in here I want to mention is my charger. This is actually a 10,000 mega amp or megajoule. I forget what the rating is, but it's 10,000. It's 6.2 ounces, which is extraordinarily light. I had gone through about 4 of these, testing them. They all came in at about 8 ounces, 8.5 ounces for 10,000. So this is called the SVANCE, Svance, I guess. I got it on Amazon, $18.99. Love it. All right, and just some gear for my iPhone. I'm going to be taking the iPhone Plus S, 6S. I just got it back in October. I really like it. I upgraded because I wanted the better camera to film my hike. So with that, I'm taking a microphone because I am putting in a life-proof case, and the microphone is really muffled in a life-proof case. So I have this extra microphone. I have a little tripod, little stick pick. And as far as lighting goes, I'm taking 2 light. I'm taking the Petzl E-Light, which is this one, which weighs an ounce. And this one, which is a little pen light has a higher lumen value, 1.5 ounce. I had the more traditional Petzl, but it weighed 5.1 ounces. And I just felt it was overkill, particularly because I'm not going to be doing a lot of night hiking, at least in the beginning. So I'm just going to take these 2 and see how it works. If I need to upgrade to a bigger, more stronger headlamp, I will certainly do that. So, all right, that's the small stuff. Onto the rain gear. All right, for my rain gear, I'm taking the Arc'teryx Fast and Light jacket. It may be fast, but it's not that light at 11.5 ounces. But I think for the winter months, I do want a sturdier, heavier jacket. It's Gore-Tex. It fits me well, and it looks really sturdy. It feels really sturdy, at least. Worn it a bunch of times. It wicks water right away. I've thought about going with the Outdoor Research Helium 2 or Z-Packs' rain jacket that are about half the ounces. But for the winter months, I'm really a little concerned, particularly because I'm not taking any additional clothes. I want to make sure that I have really sturdy rain gear. So I'm going to go with that. May switch out, but at least that's what I'm going with. I have 3 pairs of gloves. I have the Fleece Liners mittens from Z-Packs. I have the Cuban fiber gloves, mittens that go over this for the rain, and I have the Outdoor Research, just a pair of their gloves with tacky fingers so I can read on my iPhone at night or edit these videos. I have the Z-Packs rain pants, which are super light. And I was going to take the kilt, which I have also, but I think I'll just take the pants because I don't have any other clothes. In case it gets really cold, I can put those on. And then in the summer months, I'll switch out to the rain kilt. Here's my pack cover, Cuban fiber pack cover, weighs about an ounce from Z-Packs. Probably don't need it because Cuban fiber doesn't absorb water, and I have the pack liner in my Arc Blast, but I'm going to take it, and if I don't need it, I'll send it home. Z-Packs Gators. They're the high ones. I got these because I'm probably going to hit some snow, particularly in the Smokies, and I just, for that and rain, I just wanted to have that extra protection. They don't weigh that much. So that's my rain gear. On to the clothes I'll be wearing. Lastly, what I'm going to be wearing. So first off, my poles are the Black Diamond carbon cork. I've put a bunch of different types of tape on there. Probably too much, but I don't care if they're on the pole. It's not on my back. The fleece midweight I'm taking is the Arc'teryx Fortress hoodie. I really like this piece. Very warm, but also breathable. Really like it. My base layer is going to be a Icebreaker 200 weight long sleeve that I'm going to be hiking with. This is my wallet and some charms and things to help me that my friends have given me. Is a little Ganesha there. There's a St. Christopher's medal and a bracelet for my brother that says, quitting is forever, pain is temporary. So I'm going to take that. Hopefully that will get me through the tough times. Taking the Prana convertible Zions. I originally bought these and didn't like them. And then for whatever reason, I didn't return them, and I took them on a hike and absolutely fell in love with them. They're really a great pan, and I've since bought 2 more pairs of them. Taking Icebreaker underwear. Next to that is a pair of Darn Toughs, and my liner sock are going to be the Injinjis. I have suffered from blisters on the Camino, and I don't want to suffer from them too much on this hike, so I'm really going to try to take care of my feet. I'm going to Vaseline them before I put the liners on every morning. That helps with the friction a little bit, supposedly. Going to try everything I can to stop the blisters. My Bose headphones and a little Icebreaker beanie. Shoes. I could do a whole video on the 20 different pairs of trail runners and hiking shoes that I've tried. And I got to tell you, when all's said and done, the Cascadia 9s are really the best of the trail runners that I've tried, and the Merrell Moabs, for me, are the best shoe. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Merrells in the wintertime, and then when I get my summer gear sent to me, I will switch out to the Cascadia 9s. This is the only pair I have, and so if I go through them, which I probably will, I will have to try, I think the Cascadia 11s are out. We know the Cascadia 10s are not very good, but I haven't seen any reviews on the 11s yet, so we'll see. I will say that I was going to just take trail runners, but Gator Miller said something in one of his videos that really kind of stuck with me, and he said that everybody he started with in the winter months that had trail runners, he doesn't think they finished, but everybody that had kind of a boot or a shoe did. So anyway, it kind of stuck with me. It makes sense to me because in the wintertime when I'm wearing trail runners, if I'm walking outside for a long time, my feet do get chilled. So anyway, that's what I'm going. Now, I've always gone with Smart Feet. I've been a Smart Feet supporter for 10 years. They've really been great for me. But I was watching a video, and the guy suggested these Pendag, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but they're an insole from Germany that has metatarsal support, which is another support system right here. And I have a lot of problems in my foot there. I have a very high arch, and I have problems in my bones, my metatarsal bones. So I've been trying these for about a month now, and I absolutely love them. So they're half the price of Smart Feet, and I think they're better. So I've tried these. These are for outdoor. They're for more boots. And then I've also tried their sport one, which I really like too. So I'm going to be going with that. So that's it, guys. I hope you'll follow me. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be posting when I get into towns some of videos from my trail and from my hike, and I hope you follow me. So thanks a lot.